Alright, what's up guys, it's Super here and welcome back to another tutorial for Injustice 2, more specifically for another member of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael. Now the reason I'm doing these characters first, which of course if you guys missed my Michelangelo one, make sure you guys check it out. It's going to be linked in the description along with the playlist for all these, how to play basic tutorials, is because Raphael's been the Ninja Turtle that I've seen the least amount of people play, and I think it's mostly because he's realistically one of the most basic out of all of them. He doesn't really have too much flashy stuff, of course, unless you go into his fully charged trait or his level 3 trait, which I'll demonstrate once I get to explaining the trait. But let's start talking about some Raphael here. And you guys know the turtles share the same strings across the board. It's just a couple specific moves, more specifically back 1, back 2, the ender of forward 2, 1, 3. Those are the only things that change, but boy do they have significant changes to each character. So the same thing applies with Raphael, stand 2, stand 1, stand 3, all these are the same. Of course, he does have a different forward 3, as do all the turtles, but as far as like the frame data goes, they're about pretty much the same. So let's start off with his back 1, which is a unique move only to him. It is 13 frames, which is not a bad mid, especially the kind of range that it has and the kind of utility that it has when it comes to the combo string that it leads to. So back 1 is definitely really good. It's a really good spacing tool. It's about character length. I think a little bit beyond that, yeah, it's character length. A little bit beyond that, it's not going to connect, but you could do the entire string, and back 1 2 is actually safe. But if you go into this and they block it, that's unsafe. But this is completely safe, which is very, very crucial, because that means he has like a safe combo string, safe pressure tool that he could go to, along with his other amazing combo that is completely safe that I'll show you guys in a bit. His other unique move is back 2. This is another really long, far-ranging move. It has about the same range as back 1. Back 1, okay, no, this one has a little bit more. I was about to say back 1 might have more. No, back 2 has more range, but the only thing that it leads to is an overhead. Now, this is completely safe as well, so you could definitely throw this out there if you don't feel that your opponent is going to get hit by the back 2, or you don't want to try to hit confirm it. I'm actually going to make his trait be all the way full, just so I could demonstrate a couple of things. Alright, full trait. So if you do have a full trait or 3, bars of trait, and you're going to get a launcher that he normally doesn't have access to, of course you could go into it from his back 2, which is very important because just that by itself does almost 300 damage. And of course, if you spend the bar meter, you're going to be able to launch your opponent for well over 400 damage. One thing I will say about Raphael is he's the most hard-hitting Ninja Turtle when he has his trait. When he has full trait, he becomes a damage machine for only 1 bar of meter. It's actually pretty crazy how much damage you could get. The most that I found is, I think, a 600 damage combo, which I don't know if I'll demonstrate because I forgot it. I did it on stream yesterday, so you guys could go check out the archive if you want. I'll show you guys a couple Raphael combos, but we managed to get one that was, I think, 611 points of damage. So once he has his trait going, he could do some crazy damage. So those are his only unique strings, or his only unique attacks. Now let's talk about the strings real quick. Everything is the same excluding a couple, which one I showed you guys, back 2 3 just goes into an overhead, no biggie there. He also has, of course, back 1 2. Now, back 1 2 by itself is -5, completely safe, really, really good. And one cool thing about this that I don't know if I'll be able to demonstrate properly, but if you do his turtle cancel, like if you do his this right here, like the turtle parry, you could actually forward dash or back dash to cancel it. If you time it properly, you could actually continue your combo. Now, I don't have practice with this, so forgive me if it takes me a bit. I don't really use it because I just found out about this. And there you go. As you guys see, 4-hit combo. I don't have practice with it, but I'm sure for the Raphael players, this is going to be something that's, you know, very important to hit confirm and combo from, because it'll give him a little bit more damage than he normally has if you don't have his trait activated. So this is definitely something nice that he has, and I believe all the turtles have, but I haven't really gone into it too much with any of the turtles. I'll probably do that later today. But the only one that I've seen is Raphael, because this right here gives you a huge amount of stun on your opponent. So as you guys see, you know, he's just there for a really long time. I think it's like plus 15, something like that. So it's a perfect string to be able to get stuff like this where you cancel, you know, one of your attacks into a continued extended combo. So that's something that's really nice to know. Now let's talk about this string that goes to the other side of the opponent. A lot of people have been getting hit by this string because it's a little confusing to block. So if you guys are going up against Raphael, I'll show you guys how to block it, because it's a little weird. Actually, I really don't need that. I just need Batman to block. Really don't need to demonstrate like literally how to block it, but if you guys see, these are the 2 normal hits. Back 1, 2, okay, leads to the overhead. Then once you press 3, it goes into the side switch. But if you notice, right before Raphael switches sides and hits you, there's one last hit on the same side. So realistically, there's 3 hits right here before he does the final hit when he crosses up. So I find that a lot of people are trying to predict the cross up too early, and they get hit by the 3rd hit, which is very deceptive, and it hits right before he crosses up. So just want to throw that out there for you guys who might be struggling blocking this attack. And the cool thing about it is that you could actually cancel it on the other side. Like before the final hit comes out, you could cancel it into whatever ender you want. So if you put this in a combo string, you could cancel the ender into the straight ball, into this, or into anything that you want. But that combo string is really, really good because, like I said, this is completely safe. So, you know, you could throw this out there, and this reminds me of Belina's back 1-2 before. You could throw this out there, your opponent cannot backdash it. I'll show you guys, you cannot backdash it. This is a true block string, and it's only -5. So I have them set to random reversal. There you go. Backdash. It's a completely, your opponent cannot backdash or anything. It's really good string. Of course, you can't backdash that either. You know, so you could use this to, you know, sort of be a pest, and, you know, it has really good range. On block, you just let it rock. You don't do anything, and if you see it hit, you know, you go for the cross up, and then, you know, you could go for a combo. Of course, he's doing that, but on hit, he's not going to do that because he's going to be hit. You know, you could go for a combo extension with that. You could even go into your trait, which leads to a ton of damage. And it's really good because it's like a cross-up move. It's a really cool string. It's a really cool string. And the final one here that he has, actually he has a couple more, which is 2-1 up 3. This is a really good combo ender. Right before the last hit connects, you could go into your special move. Really good combo ender. That's actually my choice for a combo ender. Does a little bit more damage at the end than doing something like this. And then the last one is forward 2-3. Now this move right here is really, really good because as you guys see, it hits low twice. It hits low twice. It goes from overhead, mid to low, low. Now, of course, the good thing about this is at any point, you know, you could go in for your overhead. So you could go low, low, overhead. Now, you don't even need to go for any of the lows. You could go for overhead, mid, overhead instead of going for overhead, mid, low, overhead, or overhead, mid, low, low, overhead, because you could cancel the end of this string, which is really good. So this is going to be your main 2 strings are going to be back 1-2 and forward 2-1-3. Those are going to be your main strings with Raphael. And of course, at any point, you know, you could cancel it into this, which leads to whatever combo you desire. So now let's talk about his trait, okay? So when Raphael does not have his trait, he's very limited. He's very, very limited. He's not going to be doing a lot of damage. You know, even a conversion like this, you know what? I don't think that one's going to work. So a basic conversion for him is going to lead him to 316 for a barometer, like barely over 300. That's like okay damage. He doesn't have like terrible damage. He just has okay damage if you don't have his trait up. That's why it's very important to be able to call out his trait and maybe even end combos early to get his get hype going. Because if you don't, you're going to be left in situations where if you touch your opponent, you could have gotten a ridiculous amount of damage with 1 bar, but instead you only get about 316. So at all cost, you know, if you do some sort of combo, go for your get hype. Well, I can't do it now because I have all my trait full, but the get hype is down, quarter circle forward, and 2. It's like that. But I have them all activated, so I don't need to get hype. But definitely you're gonna want to end your combos in that and just get hype as much as you can, because check out the damage on, you know, stuff like this. Like, that is a 1 bar combo. Very, very simple. 516 damage for 1 bar if you have your entire trait. When normally, if you get something like this, you're gonna get 350. Like, that is a huge difference. And you don't even need your full trait. If you have 3 bars of your trait, you could cancel it at this point, get a back 3, and look at that, 525 damage for 3 of your trait meter. Now, once you use your trait, okay, so once you use your trait, it uses up all the get hypes that you have. So for example, if I have 5 get hypes, right? If I have 5 of them, but I decide to meter burn at this portion instead of waiting the whole thing, you're still going to lose all your get hype. So if you do have all 5, make sure that you wait all the way to the end, which is a bounce right here. Meter burn it. You wait all the way until the end to meter burn it, because you're gonna waste 2 of your get hypes and you're gonna leave around maybe 40 points, 50 points of damage on the board. So that is the whole like game plan for Raphael. He wants to get hype, and you need to have this activated. It does take a bit to gather 5 of them, but as you guys saw and I demonstrated, even if you just get 3, it's really good. Messed up the combo there, but let's go with jump 2. It's still really good. You know, off this move right here, it crosses up. Really, really good damage. Now, you're going to get like your big damage if you do hit someone with this, because, you know, it's a 4-hitting move. It's a 4-hitting move, and it does, I think, 220 by itself. So that pretty much does it for Raphael. Let's see if we could actually get the 600 damage combo that I came up with on stream. Now, it involves a stage bounce, but I forgot what I did. I forgot what I did with the stage bounce. I know it was off this, of course. His most damaging combo string. Oh, that's right. I had to do it from here because I'm out of range. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's see. I think that might have been it. I don't quite remember. Oh, okay. I remember. Because this actually switches sides. So I'm going to be able to... Check this out. I remember now. That's what it is. There you go. So that is the 612 damage combo that I came up with for Raphael. It takes up all 5 of your get hypes, and it takes up only 1 bar of meter. But of course, you do need to be in front of a stage interaction or a bounce interaction to be able to pull off the 612 damage combo. But I pulled off a 560 damage combo with no problem, just having your 5 get hypes. So like I said, that's about it for Raphael. He's very, very basic. I would recommend use this a lot. You know, throw out one of these occasionally, but also use this forward 2-3 a lot. It's a double low. It's just really good, and it's safe on block, right? It's only -7 with some pushback. It's pretty much safe on block. So that about does it for Raphael. Hope you guys enjoyed the basic tutorial, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.